This is supposed to be a point and click. So if it is a point and click, then I get my mouse back, and I'm really excited for that. I downloaded this one. I don't know why it seems to be in, is that Spanish? Thank you. And can you go to the location? Yeah. That could have been 100%. That could have been it. I was trying to get back to the house. Is what I was trying to do, because it's like, I need to go to bed. I'm like, yeah, we do. I don't know why you fucking came out here to begin with. And then it just didn't get any better. Like I said, I don't even know where it was coming from. Me like looking around like this, and I can't see anything. And then I got disorientated, and I was like, I don't even think I'm gonna be able to make it to the house. All right, let's see if this works. It fucking does. And now it doesn't. Oh my God. Yeah, see? That anytime it's switching back to Spanish, that's me trying to use my controller. It's so weird. Okay, so let's... I don't even remember what the fuck this game was about. It sounded really nice on the Steam page, and I've completely forgotten what this game's about. I do enjoy a good spooky month. I have one game lined up for the start of it. It's just the 2 languages, yes. That's what's even stranger to me. And like I said, if I use anything on the controller, it said it was a point and click. So I don't know, but let's find out. Because if it's a point and click, that's fine. Then I can get my mouse back, and we can get in business. If it's anything else, oh, we're fucked. Candlefire, oh, what's going on? 1907 in London. How are you doing? Welcome in. Sorry, we're just getting set up. Thus, with this method, we can determine the time of death within a margin of error of 2 hours. I don't know if... Okay, you should ask Cooper. Oh, sorry, you should ask Cooper. Me? Why not you? It would be interesting if you'd share your doubts with the class. Look what you achieved. Ugh, coward. Professor Moore. Is it true that you and Professor Ward are devoted to hunting ghosts? My. You've been badly informed. Is that Queen Victoria up there? We are devoted to studying them, not to hunting them. What? Oh, yes. That's nonsense. Ghosts don't exist. Says you. Oh, he's gonna come with the fucking ruler and smack. Do you have any conclusive evidence that can substantiate that statement, Mr. Cooper? An invention of mankind to scare those of a weak mind. Those of weak mind, eh? Alright. Let's see. How many of you believe in God? That should be everybody. You can raise your hands. All of you? Well, perhaps you should be studying theology and not forensic medicine. You can lower your hands. I suppose you think that the mere belief in him confirms his existence. Is there any supporting evidence? Yeah, is there? Any photographs? Have any of you seen him taking a stroll in Hyde Park? Hasn't even talked to him? The Pope? Okay, let's set that witness aside for the moment. No one in history has ever been able to prove it. The only proof we have is faith, and that, regrettably, won't do. True. Look, gentlemen, Neither I nor Professor Ward asserts that ghosts exist. We're cautious with regard to that matter. If we have reliable witnesses, and there are a large number of cases, even if we have reliable witnesses and there are large numbers, are those arguments enough to accept this as a fact? No. We would be falling into the same trap you fell into with respect to God. We investigate these claims with the best tools science has provided us. That is the scientific method, as you should approach all things. A method I advise you to use before compulsively raising your hands to defend your beliefs. I like this guy. I don't think my father would agree with all this blasphemy. It's 1907, my guy. Let's get real. Your father agrees with the idea that students from poorer classes should never be allowed into a university. Well, wait till my father hears about this. As well as agreeing to use child labor in his factories. So, with due respect, Mr. Turner, you can take your father's opinion and shove it up your arse. Saved by the knock. I'm sorry to interrupt, Patrick. It's quite all right. What do you need? Look, the dean wants to see you. I'm in the middle of a lecture. It's a delicate matter, Patrick. Is it about Rose? No, it has nothing to do with Rose. Phew, what a relief. I was starting to worry. Talk to him, would you? I'll take care of the lecture. Throw the eraser at them. What were you teaching? The scientific method. Apparently, these gentlemen don't get it yet. Very well. Adieu, gentlemen. Open your minds. Well, gentlemen, the scientific method. One moment. What? I did hit it. Oh my god. Is it actually? Can I just... Oh my god, it's really quick. I didn't mean to do that. Professor Moore, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Dean Carter. Rector Williams, a pleasure. You can get a chair from the back, and that won't be necessary. The meeting will be brief. Explain the facts, Dean Carter. Look. This week, the university received a generous donation from the Metaphysic Investigations program run by you and Professor Ward. You're welcome. Isn't that what everybody wants? £5,000, actually. 5. That's amazing. It would be, if not for a terrible event. All that money has disappeared from the Bank of England. Gasp. What? We've demanded an explanation, and they've confirmed the money was withdrawn yesterday by your colleague. What? What? We wanted to speak with Professor Ward, but he didn't appear today for his lectures. Robbed us blind. Unbelievable. Let's try to remain calm, gentlemen. The professor might simply be... We've been trying to locate him all day. He's vanished. He's run off with the money. It's an unprecedented scandal. Are you sure it was Professor Ward? Oh my god, I am so happy to have my mouse back. Why would he do that? Who donated the money? We know it was a group of intellectuals from the London Society. Just like those intellectuals. Nothing else. It appears they had no intention of making it public. They're embarrassed by my work. And, given the circumstances, they'd prefer to keep it that way. All right. Are you sure it was Professor Ward? Just crossing all the T's, dotting all the I's. Someone could have impersonated him. There are witnesses. That's not good. And the signature with which the money was withdrawn is undoubtedly his. Lest we forget, his whereabouts are unknown. We believe in presumption of innocence and respect it, but in this case... I'm sorry, Professor Moore. This is the unvarnished truth. Why would he do that? Why would he do that? That is exactly what we're wondering. How could he withdraw the money? He's just a teacher. He shouldn't be authorized. At one time, he combined his teaching job with the position of deputy treasurer. That was years ago. He resigned. Or did he? Nevertheless, he was still registered at the Bank of London. Well, somebody didn't do their due diligence. We suspect he took advantage of that to commit this fraud. Crime. Get to the point, Dean Carter. Yes, quiet. I'm sorry to tell you that as a result of this matter, the board is considering eliminating your Metaphysic Investigations Department. Don't let me in with him. But it can't be. It is. My predecessor authorized this department because of the immaculate career of Professor Ward. Sir Archibald Ellsworth would roll over in his grave if he knew of this infamy. Surely you didn't presume to hope we'd keep this nonsense going after what happened, did you? I understand there's discomfort with Professor Ward, but I can do the job too. And I'm a part of the department too. It isn't fair that I should be blamed for acts of which I'm not responsible. We know, Patrick, but... Patrick, you mean Professor Moore. And I would beseech you not to challenge the board. As a courtesy to you, we wish your exit from the department to be as... Stop with this rubbish, Dean Carter. You have 72 hours to prove that your ghosts exist. If you don't present us with material proof by the deadline, forget about your department. If somebody bring out the seance board, we'll contact Archie right away. 72 hours? That's not time enough to prove what no one has ever proven throughout the entire history of mankind. That's the catch-22, hun. He doesn't think you're going to be able to. That's the whole point. That is your problem. And express your thanks to Dean Carter. He's the one who proposed it. Thanks, buddy. If it were up to me, I would brick up that circus right now with my own hands. Damn it. For the the laughing stock of every university in the United Kingdom. Let them laugh all they want, Vice Chancellor Williams. They only display their ignorance. Do you want some advice? Forget about those ghost fantasies and focus on your work as a teacher. I am doing both. You are the best teacher of forensic medicine in all of London. Start acting like it. Focus on your work, for God's sake, man. This is a serious institution. Superstition has no place here, and neither do your progressive ideas. This is the exact place where the progressive ideas belong. My guy, are you aware that we have received complaints from some of your students' fathers because of your radical ideas? That I challenge the existence of God? Welcome to the Age of Enlightenment. What's wrong with being a progressive? Yeah. Isn't that part of the university motto? Knowledge, improvement, progress. Don't be a wise arse with me. And remember who you're talking to. Suck my dick. 72 hours. Nothing more. Prepare yourself to say goodbye to a fantasy that never had any place in an institution as respectable as this one. Do you have anything to say for yourself? 72 hours, Henry. It's humiliating. Why didn't they just close the department immediately? I have more bad news to tell you. Brother, fucking what now? There is more? Your department has been sealed. You won't be able to use any of the resources inside. I'm on hard mode already? Damn it, Henry. Couldn't you... I can't. If someone sees you there, they'll know it was me who conceded. That would put me in an awkward situation. The board is treating this matter very seriously. I don't want my position to be jeopardized. Me or you, huh? Well, self-preservation, I guess. I beg you to understand. Yeah, you threw me under the fucking bus. I do. I didn't mean to put you in a predicament. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. I know the search for the great beyond is your life. But I'm sure adversity will stretch your intellect even further. Yeah, I'm gonna rage prove things now. Now I'm mad. I don't know how, but try to find proof, please. If it's strong enough, I'll show it to the board and they'll be forced to keep the department open. You've taken away my equipment. Well, that was a tense 10 minutes. Forbidden the I know. He's putting me on hard mode. It's the catch-22. He doesn't think I'm going to be able to do it. So he's like, all right, fine. Books. Globe. We look at the globe. I wonder if Professor Ward is still in London. I don't know, man. That's the same thing I want to know. It's what we all want to know, Henry. Books. The Jewel of the Seven Stars by Bram Stoker. Yeah, that seems about right for this time. The Great God Pan by Arthur Machen. The Glass Darkly by Joseph Sheridan Le Fanu. Williams would be angry if he saw you devoted time to these readings while working. These books? I just received an order from that new library near the London Archaeological Society. Does it? I haven't noticed yet. Do you know it? No. You should see it for yourself. With what time? There are some genuine jewels. I'll do that. Reluctantly. So we got the globe, shelf. What else we got here? I'm just taking my time. I'm wasting my 72 hours. How many of these have you written? The ones on the first shelf. And part of the second one, too. Ghosts, Reality or Myth by Dr. Henry Carter. Does Williams know that you wrote this one? Oh, yes. He's even read it. Really? Well, actually, only the prologue. Then he gave me a lecture with more words than are in the book. Shelf. So... door. Okay. Oh my god, I'm so happy I have my nose back. I cannot tell you. So... I won't be able to prove the great beyond exists in such a short amount of time without the professor's help. Hey, you took away my lab. You need to find him. Maybe I can discover something that will help me find him at his home on Dorset Street. I like music in this game. So, Nelson Ward, we need to find this man. Spirituality has always been a very interesting thing, especially in this time and very close to the turn of the century. If you guys ever get a chance to read a book about the Fox sisters, I highly recommend reading about them. They were kind of the it society spiritualists in New York, just at the turn of the century. So, like 18... I don't remember when they started. Was it the 1890s? Anyway, they had everyone fooled for years that they were seemingly haunted and that they could contact the spirits. And it was simply like cracking toes, or like when they were younger, they would tie a string around an apple and kind of like bump it on the ground, and then like, oh my god, did you guys hear that? Then one of the... was it the elder Fox sister? I can't remember. One of the Fox sisters, years later, when like spirituality and like that mysticism kind of faded out of like high society, she admitted that she had lied. All three of them, complete liars, which obviously pissed off the rest of the spiritualists. And then she tried to recant what she had said, and like all of them pretty much died and destitute. Like they were rolling in money at one point, basically. And that confession came out kind of like randomly, and everyone was like, oh, it was fake. Because that's what also, like Harry Houdini would do the same thing, eh? Because he didn't like believe in spirits, and so he would go to like these purported people that could talk to spirits and say like, he would just try to disprove them, basically. And he told his wife, like, if I die, continue my work. Here's the safe word. If you go to someone that says that they can speak to me and they don't mention this word, fake. So she did that. It's very interesting. That entire era is very interesting. Anyway, we got a mystery. Statue. It was a gift from Raymond Baxter, a former pupil and famous sculptor. I can't even talk. It represents a certain Celt deity, Jesus, celebrating the winter solstice. I can't talk. The board has threatened to retire this pagan figure several times, to the people's dismay. Keep religion out of our institutions. Every 21st of December, they fill the statue's bowl with whiskey and parade in front of it, paying their respects. As one should. Because that's what the solstice is. Tom Lee, what are you doing, my guy? Mr. Lee. Hello? Sorry, I didn't hear you. Convenient. I was admiring the trophies. Did you know the university won the Greco-Roman Wrestling Championship in '89? We haven't won since. Such a pity. There are more trophies in the hall. Why do I always find you in front of this cabinet? Did you win the Greco-Roman wrestling of 89? They're pretty, don't you think? Are you a crow? Do you like shiny things? The wrestling trophies. Yes, I suppose they are. And such a point of pride for the university, right? Of course. Can I inquire about your obsessions with the trophies? Please. He's a crow. He likes shiny things. I want to win one. Then get training. I want the university to win one in my discipline, Greco-Roman wrestling. What's preventing you from participating in a championship? I understand you're a good wrestler. Manager Taylor. He doesn't want to be embarrassed like in 96. What happened in 96? Oxford humiliated us. Damn it. They defeated all our wrestlers. Manager Taylor doesn't want that to be repeated. Then he's not really a good manager, is he? And in his view, the most sensible thing to do is not to compete. Allegedly. It makes no sense, right? It really doesn't. Fire that man. Especially if they have me. I'm the best wrestler the university has had in years. Be confident in your skill. Well, maybe I can convince the manager. I'd very much appreciate that. Tell him Oxford won't stand a chance against me. I'm big and relentless. And strong. You look strong, yes. Of course I do. Strongest in the university. Do you want to see? Test me. There's no need. I trust you. Bring me a metal rod. I'll bend it for you. Alright, calm down there. I don't have one, but don't worry. Why don't you go take out some of that anger? I'll do what I can to persuade Manager Taylor. Many thanks, Professor. Oh, have a nice day. Did we just get a look at how he's not gonna do it? What are you doing? Mr. Cook, how are you doing today? Yes. Did they order you to remove the portrait of Professor Ward? What do you think? I think yes. Exactly. Who ordered it? I think we know who that was. Who do you think? Vice Chancellor Williams? Exactly. Do you need help? I see you're finding it hard to remove a simple portrait. Jesus. Do you think old Cook isn't smart enough to take down a picture? We do know who to come to if we need to bend a rod, that guy there. Of course not. Exactly. Wait a moment. Does that mean I am or I am not? You are smart enough to take down a portrait. Good. Some genius thought it would be better to attach the paintings with glue instead of a pair of hook screws. Who fucking did that? Glue? In his defense, I'll say that not for anything in the world would I have suspected one of these illustrious professors was a filthy thief. We don't know why he did that. You've already been informed, have you? Have you? Sadly. Who would have thought, huh? It's not like it comes as a total surprise. exercise, frequenting the places he did. What does that mean? But I will manage to take down this portrait with no tool. One only needs to know how to apply force. Thus said Pythagoras, quote, "Give me a place to stand and I shall move the world." That was Archimedes. You didn't need to correct me. Vera. I'm not one of your pupils. What did Professor Ward read? Oh yeah, what kind of places? Cook. Tell me more. A pub, for one, in the East End. Oh, Jesus Christ, not the East End. The Red Lion. Someone of his stature visiting such establishments. How embarrassing. And in the company of a tart. One moment. Excuse me. A tart? A courtesan, I guess. They seemed quite close. Surely, she is his accomplice. How do you know that? Rumors travel as fast as bad news. That is so true. You can't. I need to find that woman. You can't keep a fucking secret. She might know where I can find Professor Ward. Also, how do you... Yeah, if you find her, give her to the police. I already told you she surely has something to do with the money theft. Dink donk. Yeah, in our fucking place, you cannot keep a secret. We find out shit so fucking fast. You almost wonder, like, how did? Well, that was really fast. He deliberately typed it as fast as I thought he might beat me to it. You guys are perfectly in sync. You certain you don't need any help with the portrait? You want me to help you mark in exams? Probably yes, actually. There's no need to. Exactly. Carry on. Raymond. Mr. Price. Professor. Studying? Yes. No. Kind of. I'm reading a treatise on medieval churches. And, let me see. My dear Gregory, I am telling you the unvarnished truth. I believe I am now familiar with the extreme limits of terror and revulsion that a man can endure without losing his mind. I'm sorry. Don't worry, Mr. Price. Don't be ashamed of reading M.R.R. James. He's a national treasure. Continue with your reading. Thank you, Professor Moore. So that's the exit. Anything else exciting here? Nope, I think we're going down. I was not expecting that. Okay, so what's this? The University, Dorset Street. Let's go to the pub. What's that dog doing? Cast. Prostitute. Dog? What are you doing there, friendo? Oh no. I'm not going to pet a mangy, flea-ridden dog. Oh, well, he doesn't want to pet you either. I might even have rabies. He's just a hungry boy. Ms. Ma'am? Excuse me. Yes. I'm looking for a man. In finance. You've got the wrong street, mate. Only ladies working here. Thanks for not judging. What? No. I meant... Never mind. Forget it. Jesus. Another one of those. She's busy. Okay. But the Rozzer's there. Can't interact with these guys. The cast. The door. The cast. The door. Alrighty, what do we got going on in here? We're back to Mara. You're lucky. I've got more patience than Patty. By the way, all this old dry wood looks mighty flammable to me. Remind Harvey about it. Any trouble, mate? None. Get out of me way. According to Mr. Cook, the professor used to come to this tavern accompanied by a mysterious woman. They can tell me who she is. Bar patron. Better ask the bartender first. You must know his clientele. Tavern keeper. Good afternoon. Drinks are paid for in advance. I suppose you won't have an issue with that. Who was that guy? What guy? The one that was threatening you. Where are you from? Hyde Park, Berkeley Square, Belgravia. Oh, Belgravia. Belgravia. Towering buildings made of gold and streets lined with petal carpets. It's no wonder someone like you wouldn't know Patty's men. Patty, is he a thug? Will you keep your voice down, you fool? Maybe you don't need his services. But in this place, he's indispensable. He's more affordable than bribing the police. And he acts faster. I don't suppose you know what I'm talking about, Mr. Belgravia. I'm looking for someone. His name is Nelson Ward. He's a university professor, always well dressed and a bit eccentric, I'd say. I've been told he frequents this place. I haven't the faintest idea who you're talking about, sir. Not even the woman who usually accompanies him? A woman? In the Red Lion? Are you joking? The only women who come here are those whores who want to be bought a drink. They gotta work too, man. I was told he usually comes at night, if that helps. At night. That's Harvey, the owner of the place, who takes care of that shift. If you come back later, he might be able to help you. I can't wait that long. In a hurry to get out of the East End, huh? Ask some of the drunks. Maybe they know something. But don't get your hopes up. They've got enough to do without throwing up on themselves. But I've never heard of Patty and his men. Can you tell me more? Who are they? Where do they operate? It's better if you don't know anything. for your own good. Okay, well, thank you very much. Guy. Excuse me, sir. John took me round to see his mother. His mother. His... Okay. Bar patron. Excuse me for bothering you, sir. I'm looking for someone who... Oh no. Last time I let something slip, I ended up with a broken pinky. I don't want anything to do with anyone. Fair enough. Since you're here, take this. You don't look like you're doing very well for yourself. So how about buying me around, huh? Gin, if you please. That greedy rat Bert doesn't allow credit. Nothing like Harvey. Apologies for interrupting you again. Yes. Oh, okay. Sorry. Thank you very much. I thought we could buy that guy a drink. So the funny thing, you know why we have gin palaces in and around this time? Gin was cheaper to make than beer. So it was kind of like a place where all of the social classes gathered, depending on whatever the gin palace was. And everybody just got fucking sloshed. It's very interesting. That's a bar patron? I don't know what I thought that was, but it wasn't that. Apologies for interrupting your moment of bliss. Can I ask you a question? How eloquently you speak. I hope I can keep up. I'm looking for a regular patron of this tavern. Evidence suggests that he usually comes at night. I'm not around here at those hours. I'm on night shift at the factory. And they pay me the same as the day shift. But I won't worry you with my hardship. Sounds like you need a union. You probably think the same as my boss. So your friend is a regular at this dive at night, huh? You should ask Harvey when he comes. The owner? Apparently I can't wait that long. I don't have much time to wait for him. One of those trollops out there usually hangs around at night, too. She does business with those who haven't spent all their money on booze. I think her name is Kate. You should ask her. Thank you very much. You've been very helpful. You're welcome. Excuse me, sir. Oh, he's sleepy. Oh, I see. Wall. There are numerous framed characters of anonymous people. I suppose they must be tavern regulars. Hold on a minute. This one is the professor. Apparently he was more of a regular here than I thought. What the devil? I'm sorry. What's all this ruckus? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to break it. I was just admiring. I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry about that. I just wanted a closer look at the picture, and... one of those things. They're done by an old man who spends too much time here. A fellow named Tenniel. Harvey says they're worth a lot. But to me, they're just scribbles. You know what? If I hang it back up with the glass broken, Harvey's gonna go ballistic. Pick it up and toss it away. There's plenty of them on the wall. Harvey won't miss this one. Thank you. So I just also want you to know I have no idea how to... Oh, never mind. Oh, okay. Glass. I don't know what... Okay, I was gonna say, like, I don't even know where my fucking... I don't know where my inventory is, but I found it. It's all good. Not to worry, friends. I figured it out. Oh, sorry. You needed a big yawn. Is your name Kate? Ma'am? You again. Oh, the guy a drink. Good point. Good point. I'm Ruth. She's Kate. 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 What do you want, Ruth? You seem busy? Busy? With that one? I didn't say anything because I wanted you to figure it out for yourself. He shaved off his beard, but still smells like a pig. Hey, mind your own business, whore. Hold on a minute. I think Ruth's onto something. You're the guy from yesterday who wanted a piece of us. And without paying. Oh, rude. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm new in town. Want free sex? Head to the alley behind that fence. With the Rozzers right there? No one ever goes through there. Just think of your mother. What the hell? No whore laughs at me. I'll beat you both so bad you'll be less recognizable than those Whitechapel whores. Okay, excuse me, that is going too far and too soon, dickhead. Poke, poke. Any trouble, mate? None, officer. You sure about that? You're bloody horse. Thank you for reminding these ladies of their trade, Sherlock. Now bugger off. Everything all right here? It is now. Thanks, McPherson. Be careful, all right? They never caught the guy. He could still be around. By the way, you're a week behind on your payment. We're aware of that. But you're costing us dearly. Maybe we should go with that Irishman. He doesn't ask for much. The Irishman would twist your necks if you were late on payment. With me, you just spend a short while behind bars. By the way, I'm Irish too. What did you want, Ruth? This gentleman is asking for you. He's one of those what? Come closer. So, Miss Barton, what's going on? Good afternoon. My name is Patrick Moore. The bartender at the tavern mentioned that you know most of his customers. I don't even know what this game... We're looking for our friend, especially the nighttime ones, yes. Well, I'm looking for... Professor Ward, isn't it? How did you know? Yes. A mystery. It's like a mystery? How did you know that? Look at you, a fish out of water in a place like this. It's true. Our friend stole from us, and now we need to find him. I highly doubt you're just looking for any stinking drunkard from that dive. I know him, yeah. Very polite chap. One of the few who greets us when they come around here. What do you want with him? I know he's occasionally accompanied by a woman. Yes. Do you know her? Do I know her? Everyone in London knows her. She's not the late queen. Who is she? Tell me. It's been a slow morning, and it seems you have no intention of paying for my services. I'm afraid I'll have to charge you for that information, Mr. Moore. I regret to inform you that I have no money on me. You're wise. With those looks, you'd have been mugged by now around here. In that case, you know what? I've had a dry mouth all morning. Usually at night, Harvey, the tavern owner, treats me to a drink. But he's not around now, and that snooty Bert isn't usually up for it either. We don't serve whores here, let alone buy him a drink. Harvey seems like a nice soul. The tavern isn't his to offer anyway. The idiot thinks he's going to inherit Harvey's business. So get me a drink, and I'll tell you anything you want. I can do that, I have a glass. I usually talk more with a greased gullet. I couldn't afford it. I told you I do not have any money on me. Gin's like, give it a try. Gin's like, how much money? You'd be surprised when you find out who that woman you asked about is. Ma'am, don't bait me like that. Now I've got to find money. Shit. Okay, so it goes forward. Here's what we know so far. I downloaded this game because I like spookies. And I was also hard-pressed to find something to play. And I was like, oh, this game is kind of on sale, so I'll get this one. All we know is that I am teaching forensic medicine. Vera did tell us what university we taught at. It doesn't matter. It wasn't Oxford, but Cambridge? I don't know. Anyway, I teach forensic medicine. And then I had to go to the dean's office because I was summoned. I don't think it said either. I'm going to say Cambridge. And it turns out that I also investigate ghosts. And we have a little department at the university. However, my investigating partner, Mr. Ward, absconded with a generous donation from a London society company. And now I must find him, because if I don't prove that ghosts exist within 72 hours, my department gets shuttered. And that just simply won't do. So now I'm looking for him. We don't know where he is. But he's in the company of a woman. What if she's like a famous, like, seance person? What's the name of those people? I completely forget. Not a fortune teller, but like the conductor of a seance. Yeah, psychic, thank you. Medium. That sounds more right. Welcome to Donovan and Fletcher, your press clipping agency. My partner, Mr. Donovan, is not here at the moment. My name is Oscar Fletcher. It's a pleasure to welcome a new client. Do you know what a press clipping agency does, sir? No, it's my first time coming to a place like this. Do you cut newspapers? Imagine you need information about specific facts or data collected by the press. We have a team of people dedicated to reading dozens of newspapers every day and cataloging each article. I see. Therefore, we can offer you any information that has appeared in the newspaper in the matter of minutes. This is old school Google. Interesting. Shelves. These are bound issues of the London News, the Globe, the Observer, and even the London Evening News. May I go in there? Excuse me, sir. You cannot go in there. There are people working. He's an old-timey Google. I think I need information. Well, you've come to the right place. This is Google incarnate. What topic? Okay, so we don't need to be here yet. No problem. Come back when you know how to Google. I must be going. Actually, I'm sorry, sir. I can't get you any information about that. Okay, just wanted to check. I keep thinking, and I have to remind myself that this is 1907, but it feels like it should be like 1889. I don't want to exit. Well, that's Kate and that's Ruth, so I guess technically they have names, don't they? The mangy dog. Contains wine, perhaps a quarter full. The spigot is swollen and damp. My hands slip when I try to open it. Apologies for interrupting you again. Yes. Could you invite one of the ladies working outside for a drink? Please. I know, the music is really nice. I do enjoy that. But when I get my money, I will repay you twofold. We don't serve whores here, sir. Let alone buy him a drink. Can you pour me something to drink in this glass? Of course. But you gotta pay. Harvey extends credit to all these scumbags, but not me. You have money on you, I suppose. Unfortunately, no. Tough luck. Or as I like to say, tough titties. Fuck. Did he take my glass? He didn't take my glass, did he? Dartboard. There are more holes in the wall than on the dartboard. Aiming does not work very well with too much alcohol. That is true. Okay, so it's just the wall and then the exit and then... Alright, so why don't we exit? Because maybe I'm missing an item here. Maybe we have to go to... Let's go to Dorset Street, and we haven't checked that place out. Jesus, it's dark in here. That's it, room number 4. Why is it so dark? You're a friend of Professor Ward. Yes. Exactly. And he's gone. Sadly. And why do you want to inspect his room? That's none of your business? Are you from Scotland Yard? No, I'm a professor, such as he. I only want to have a look to see if there's anything that might enlighten me to his whereabouts. Huh, that makes sense. When was the last time you saw him? Oh my god, my fucking... I know he went out last evening. Did he now? I was in bed, but I heard his footsteps on the stairs. You haven't seen him since then? No, sir. Do you notice anything strange about him? Of course I noticed. But not only yesterday, always. He's a right peculiar bloke. Very polite. I wish the rest of my tenants were as courteous as him. Why is the corridor so dark? The electric company talked me into installing this new light system in the house. What they didn't tell me is that the price would double compared to gaslight. That's progress, you know? Progress for the usual suspects. Those in power. They told the tenants not to use... I've told the tenants not to use the corridor light unless they want my bills to start affecting their rent. Why not light a candle? It's curious that he lived here. I mean, his salary was high enough to afford him a better place than this. A blooming hovel? Is that what you mean? I didn't mean to offend you, Miss Dawson. Offense taken. No, you're right. It's a bleeding hovel. Though it's the classiest hovel in all of the East End. And with the biggest rooms for 4 blocks. Would you do me the kindest of lending me the key to the room? I don't have it. What? Professor Ward was a bit forgetful. He asked for my spare key in case he lost his, and you just gave it to him? It wouldn't be the first time that happened. So he's got 2 keys. And me none. That's it. Can I get into his room? You can wait for the locksmith to come tomorrow. For fuck's sake. I'm afraid I don't have that much time. Or you can try to open it yourself somehow. I won't object. Just try not to break it. I'll be downstairs if you need me. Can't probably see the number on the plaque, but I'd say it's a 4. Can't read anything. There's barely any light. I can't discern what kind of plant this is. So this has been a bit of a bust, huh? The lamp is off. One moment. There's something inside the lamp. Electricity? I can't reach it. There's nothing inside the vent. Daisies. Rules of the house. The rent is paid the first day of each month. Closed. There is something in there, but we can't reach it. Yeah, let's turn that off. I'd rather keep the corridor lit, but she told us not to. Okay. So I could probably use what he's standing on. Mr. Cook. Yes. Are you starting to need any help with that portrait? Okay. I just want the thing you're standing on, sir. Carry on. Okay, so what are we doing? Is that a new fella on the bench? I thought it was still the same guy. Was his name Price? Oh, it's Collins. Inventing a new musical genre, Mr. Collins. I would settle for producing a single musical note, Professor Moore. This is a disaster. The Christmas concert is approaching, and I can't even play the flute properly. I don't have the strength to blow. I'm out of breath. Are you all right, son? You got the consumption? I don't know what's happening to me. Too much exhaustion, I suppose. He got the consumption. Exams, thesis, the concert. The more I think about it, the more I feel this tightness in my chest. Are you having an anxiety and or a panic attack? Try to relax, Collins. You're far too young to have a heart attack. Just don't stress. Does he say anything else? Are you feeling any better, Mr. Collins? No. It's like I'm short of breath. You should try to relax. Is that even possible? No. Exams are coming up. So is the Christmas concert. Try to calm down. You're far too young. Okay. Why don't you go to the Christmas concert in my place, Professor Moore? I know how to play the flute. Some Mozart, Beethoven. But the musicians at the concert are the students, not the teachers. Sorry about your luck, Collins. Okay. Should we go back to the Red Lion? It's kind of all we can do. I'm back. I keep thinking I gotta try again. Should be able to open the spigot to fill the glass. But we can't because the spigot is swollen. I think we can only interact with this one, right? It's empty, yeah. Okay. Huh. I need something to stand on. If you throw it at the lamp, yes. What? Okay. A simple glass cup. Okay. So I need something to I need a piece of fabric, essentially, I think. Where can we find fabric? Full flasks and test tubes. What is a flask of sulfuric acid doing here? It should be in the lab. Okay, take that with us. You need to be careful of handling these anatomical skeletons because ... they fall apart. They're very fragile. Okay. Books. One on top is Atlas of Human Anatomy by Dr. Oswald de Vries. I use it to illustrate my lectures. The one at the bottom is The Empty House on the Other and Other Ghost Stories by Algernon Blackwood. It serves to help me evade them. I believe it's time to get rid of this old eraser. Okay, I'm going to take that with me. Interesting. The first 4 drawers are full of anatomy prints. The rest are intended for school materials. Can we talk to this guy? Frank. Bad news, right? Worse. The board is threatening to close down the Metaphysic Investigations Department if I don't present irrefutable proof within 72 hours. It's very few ghosts. I think I just need to get through the tutorial mode or something. Proof of what? Ghosts, obviously. Existence of the great beyond. Damn idiots. That's an impossible time frame. Thank you, Frank, I know. How dare they? That despicable Williams will end up getting what he wants. What do you think of what Professor Ward did? Are you asking me if I believe he's innocent? Is he? What do you think? I think neither of us is answering a single question. True. I don't know, Patrick. Nelson Ward is famous for being eccentric and impulsive. But that, of course, doesn't make him a miscreant. Seen any ghosts lately? God willing, this would be easy, right? God willing. How long has the Metaphysic Investigations Department been running? Long enough. 3-4 years? 4. And they want to solve the great mystery of life after death within 72 hours. Correct. They neither want nor intend to. And if I have been given that time frame, it is because Henry interceded. only you could succeed. I'd like to see the faces of those decrepit geezers when you show them undeniable proof. I think I didn't know Professor Ward enough. We had a very close relationship, but it was purely professional. I don't know a single thing about his life apart from him being the chief coroner of Scotland Yard before becoming a teacher. If I had taken even a mild interest in him, I might have detected signs of what he would do. Don't punish yourself with that, Patrick. Nelson was very reserved. I doubt anyone in the faculty really got to know him. I don't know how I can face this research against the clock. I don't want to be untactful, but that's an endeavor doomed to fail. True. I mean, to this day, no one has been able to find any conclusive evidence of the existence of the great beyond. Perhaps in the future we could resolve the matter, but not in such a short time. I need to find the professor. I can't do this alone. We're a team. We were. How about asking for help from the British Society of Paranormal Studies? I doubt they would assist. Neither the professor nor I are welcome there. What did you guys do? Because of that damn dirty one. What about Richet? He always supported you. And he could be a valuable ally in this quest. Charles? He is not in London at the moment. No? Damn. Any ideas that might help my research? Well, I think about it. Nelson mentioned having found a place worth investigating. Do you remember where it could be? I think it was located in central London. A house, maybe? I don't recall. I was having a busy day when he told me about it, and I didn't pay enough attention. Damn it, Frank. I'm sorry I'm not helping. Don't worry. Thank you for always supporting me. I know of only 2 people who could prove the existence of the great beyond. One of them is Nelson. And you are the other. So you shall always have my support in everything you do. Well, thanks, Frank. Do you think he's innocent? The evidence of the crime is unequivocal. Though, simultaneously, I believe that if he committed such a misconduct, he must have had a good reason. Not just a financial one. What reason is that? I cannot begin to fathom. I hope this makes some sense. I only hope this makes some sense. It doesn't. I should get going. So I wonder now if I have the skelly arm, if I can do anything for you. I understand, Frank. I appreciate it. 2 thoughts have come to mind with my new items. Excuse me, Skelly. Before we go to Google, just trying, goddammit. Okay, so before we go to there, I would like to try something. I could use the skeleton arm to carefully remove the crystal from the lamp. Are we going to break it? It's not long enough. Maybe a little jump will help. What was that? Curses. What was that noise? My monocle fell. I broke the lamp. No, I heard nothing. I suppose it came from room number 3. I was going to tell the truth and then he lied. Yes, I think it came from there. Well, I'll talk to Mr. Bloch. Bloch? He is usually quite busy. Phew. There's a key here. I got a key. Are we just gonna... I'll pick up the broken crystal. I don't want to give any excuses to the landlady. Where can I hide the incriminating evidence? Ah, daisy plant. Oh, in the vent. Nothing to see here. Okay, so does this key open this door? It do. It do. That is the scariest picture of Jesus Christ I've ever fucking seen. Jesus Christ. I think the professor would rest better under the watchful eye of Darwin than under Jesus. With that face staring down at you? Hell fucking yeah, brother. Is that a bird? Birds? The professor is an atheist. So I gather the crucifix was already here when he arrived. Okay. Trunk. There's an old oil lamp. Take that. Yes, take it. Very good. You never know when you're going to need that. Map. It's a map of central London where the professor has marked several places worth investigating. There's a red circle around one of them. Okay, so I thought maybe if I hit it again, he would, like, make another comment, but maybe we need to go to Google. So I've got one other idea. Is that a bottle of holy water? Window. Choo! The street is full of tramps and drunkards. Rats of the sky shoot the pigeons away. The professor felt more comfortable among them than among his colleagues. Bed. Doesn't look very comfortable. Though the professor wouldn't care. I've seen him fall asleep between classes in the most unimaginable places. All right. There's a notebook on the desk. The house on Benwell Street. Go on. It is discouraging to discover that all the places worth investigating were, in the end, either frauds or a waste of time. However, I found a location that, if my inquiries are correct, could offer a unique opportunity to me and my colleague, Professor Moore. It is an old, impressive building located at 34 Benwell Street. Its original owner was Thomas Highmore, a widower philanthropist who lived in the house during the early years of the last century. After his death, his heirs rented the house to several tenants. One of them, Frederick Price, reported strange blows coming from the basement to the police. Raps? An officer corroborated. I am having problems. To which he added, as is stated in his report, that several objects in the room started to slowly move without human intervention. A police report that confirms unexplained supernatural phenomena. Contrary to the account of a normal witness, which is always an act of faith to consider believable, this changes everything. No police officer of sound mind would cast doubt on his professionalism by falsely signing a report such as this. So we can be sure this is an account we can accept, and thus a very valuable one. Terrified, the Prices left the house 2 months later. Their place was taken by Benjamin Jones. By searching through the documents of the estate agency that managed the property, I found a report stating the tenant abandoned the house 4 weeks later due to constant, unspecified occurrences in the basement. In my investigation, I found 2 other cases with that basement as the epicenter of supernatural activity, but I have yet to verify them. I still haven't informed Patrick about this. We could be dealing with another dead end, and if someone has to waste his time with this, I'd rather it be me. My instinct, though, tells me 34 Benwell Street is the place we've been dreaming of all these years. Nelson Ward, 14th of October, 1907. 34 Benwell Street. Ding donk. That junk box stands out. Let's see what's in it. There's a copper wire reel that may come in handy. Take it all, man. Well, it's too rusty. As is with most of these games, sometimes you just need to find that one specific thing that just kind of blows everything up. I'm going to go here for a second because I want to try something. We'll come to Google in a second. So that's what I'm wondering. Oh, you want to unjam the spigot. I thought we were just trying to... Let's melt it with sulfuric acid. If I want to extract wine, I should not use sulfuric acid. Why not? Make it a little extra spicy. I doubt. Okay, so we need to figure out a way to unjam the spigot, essentially. Okay, I thought we just had to, like, try and make it so that we could twist it out, but... Welcome back, sir. Thank you, my good man. Hi, so you're looking at our new notice board. We want to support local businesses by offering visibility to neighboring shops. Tell me more. So far, only Mr. Lockley has availed himself of it. Are you struggling with anxiety or stress? Is your body not cooperating? Hugh Lockley, renowned psychologist, can help you. Visit him at 14 Barton Lane. I know somebody who would use your services, sir. Do you like the unusual promotion method? It's a revolutionary idea of Mr. Lockley's. Feel free to take one of his business cards from the ad if you'd like. Perfect. I know exactly to whom to give that to. Sir, I have a question. I need information. What topic? I need information about a certain house on Benwell Street. Please and thank you. I think we're about to get into the ghost territory here. Finally. What time is it? It's only 11:30. How did you know? Recently, a client asked us for all the articles related to that particular place. Might your client's name be Nelson Ward? Professor Nelson Ward. Do you know him? He's my colleague. I could share with you what we found. I remember that information very well. Excellent. We could only find 2 pieces of news. The first one is related to several disappearances of young women during the 2nd decade of the last century. That's a little suspect. It's very suspect, actually. The police questioned the tenant of 34 Benwell Street, Thomas Highmore, as a suspect. It was a scandal, as the man apparently had nothing to do with those disappearances. He even sued Scotland Yard, and the police had to apologize publicly. Unfortunately, the pressure he was under got the better of him, and he committed suicide in the basement of that house. Vengeful spirit. The second news article dates back to 1824, if I remember correctly. Tenants there complained of strange sounds in their basement. The police certified the facts, but could not give any rational explanation. Anything else of interest about that house? We didn't find any more news related to the matter. I appreciate the information. Oh, I understand. Okay. Can't think of any. Alrighty, thank you. I must be going. I gotta pop back to the university very quickly so that we can see this gentleman and give him some psychological help, you know? Are you feeling any better, Collins? No, Professor. I'm just gonna skip through this. I've thought about seeing a specialist. What do you mean? You have all the symptoms of an anxiety attack. Take this. This person could help you. A loony doctor? A psychologist. A loony doctor? No, a psychologist. You've told us about Freud. What if he tells me I'm a victim of frustrated sexuality? We are in England, son. The birthplace. But yours is simply stress from overwork. Absolutely outstanding. Trust me and seek the help of a specialist. Way to go, fucking Freud. You just fucked everything up. After the session, you will blow that flute so hard that the string musicians will have to make a superhuman effort just to be heard. I will listen to you, Professor, and I will go now. Would you mind holding on to the flute for me? Of course. Here you go. John Thomas Ogilvie, the best surgeon in London Hospital, taught here between 1880 and 1890. When he retired, he donated huge quantities of medical material, which we still use today for internships. Oh my god. I need a fucking gamer chair, guys. I need that ADD computer chair. What about this gentleman here? Sir Philip Abercrombie. He makes clothes. Illustrious professor of organic chemistry and candidate for the Nobel Prize in 1903 for his work on brain connections. My colleague, Nelson Ward, former chief coroner of Scotland Yard and one of the most distinguished figures in the faculty. Or at least until yesterday. Okay, well, shall we check out Benwell Street? Let's do it. Oh yeah, this place looks fucking haunted. Oh, somebody's guarding us. Oh boy, number 34 Benwell Street. I hope the professor was right and there's genuine supernatural activity here. Good afternoon. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Patrick Moore and I'm interested in conducting an investigation in this house. A what? A scientific investigation. Look, I have no bleeding clue what's going on here, but you can't enter the bleeding house. So bugger off. Wait, it's vitally important that I be able to carry out my research. Listen up, mate. I don't give a bloody damn about you or your fancy investigation. So do me a favor and sod off, alright? Where can I find the owner of this house? Can't give you that info. Please help me in my investigation. I am a serious individual. University professor and scientist. I possess credentials. Keep them to yourself. You're starting to get on my nerves. Can I enter the house, please? I've told you, you can't enter the house. It ain't safe. It's gonna be torn down soon. Oh no. Bloody hell, I shouldn't even be here. I won't tell if you leave. When is the demolition scheduled? That ain't none of your business. Don't know why I'm even having this conversation. Have you witnessed any strange occurrences in the house? Listen, mate, clear off of it. Yeah, don't want trouble, all right? What is the reason for such hostility? Ain't you giving up? Leave me alone if you don't want things to get ugly. Am I making myself clear? Crystal, so do yourself a favor and bugger off. Ain't getting paid to put up with idiots. Excuse me, I will not allow you to talk to me like that. Then get the bloody hell out of here, for God's sake. If you're gaining access to this house will not be easy. Bloody idiot, ain't he? Yes, not very friendly. Anyway, what do you want to get in there for? I am a scientist. I understand there's some unusual activity in this house. What? That house is haunted, that's all. You say there are ghosts in this house? Why do you think it's abandoned? Nobody wants to live there. How do you know there are ghosts? We always know. This house has a tragic history. Well, that and what happened to old Mortimer. What happened to old Mortimer? What's the story behind the house? We'll get to Mortimer in a second. My grandma told me that the first tenant, a bloke named Thomas Highmore, hanged himself in the basement of the house. Since then, folks claim his ghost wanders the halls. My grandma also said that no one who's lived there has lasted more than a month. They've all encountered the ghost. What happened to this Mortimer fellow? Yeah, do go on. Old Mortimer is a tramp who spends his days picking up cigarette butts off the ground. We all need a hobby. He sleeps on the streets. Except for one night last winter when he decided to huddle in there to escape the cold. He came out screaming in the middle of the night saying he saw a ghost in the basement. And you know, he went crazy. More than he already was. Why do they want to demolish the house? I've heard something about the structure. It's unstable. Like most of the houses on the street, really. Do you know when they plan to demolish it? I don't know. But what I do know is they've hired these blokes to prevent looting. Apparently the house still holds valuable items. Are there more people in the house? There are a couple more inside. I don't think anyone wants to loot anything anyway. Folks steer clear of this place. I would like to enter the house. How do I do that? I'm investigating strange phenomena, and from what I've gathered, this house is the perfect place for it. Are you a ghost hunter? I'm not too fond of that term, but you could say so. That's fascinating. A ghost hunter. Oh, I've got a plan. Then I would have a good story to tell my mates. How I helped a real ghost hunter get into the haunted house. You know, I can get that bloke to stop watching the entrance. Is that so? Oh, hang on. Forget it. Because it'd mean I'd have to go back home, and I'm afraid of my dad giving me a hiding. Why would your father hate you? He's the shoe shine man, not me, but today he couldn't work. He's got a hangover. Whenever he's like that, he just sends me to do the job. But I forgot the shoe brush, and that's part of the plan. If I go back home and he finds out, he'll give me a hiding for being irresponsible. I've been unable to work all morning, and I've come to the street so my father won't see me if he decides to get out of bed. Not many people come around here. I'm safe here. For now. If you tell me where you live, I can go get that brush for you. I already told you, if he finds out I forgot it, he'll hit me. I can convince him not to. Then I won't be the only one getting it hiding. Without the brush, there's no plan, right? I'm afraid so. Let's see. You need a brush to shine shoes. Exactly. Otherwise, you won't be able to carry a plan. It's a good plan. Listen. I can convince that bloke that he needs a shoe shine, and when I get him here, you go in the house. Simple but effective. But don't do it through the front door. If you go around the house, there's a little window at the ground level that leads to the basement. Oh, fuck, here we go. It's broken. That's where old Mortimer got in that night. It's a brilliant plan. You are a little evil genius. I'll see what I can do. So if we give him this... Oh! That's the closest thing to a brush. Yes, sir. But it won't do. It's dirty. The idea is to shine that bloke's shoes to distract him, not get them dirty. If there's anything useful among the debris. Sign warns that this property will be demolished soon. But it does not say when. Have we come across a sink anywhere? I just want to see if there's something that I can use to clean this. I see that thing there. Traps and druggards. So how do we clean this thing? Where have I seen water? Or have we seen water anywhere, I guess? Let's try the university, maybe? Frank. I just need like a sink or something to wash this in. Hmm. 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 Might be used to taking whenever you please, but not at the Red Lion. You want a drink? Pay for it. Sorry. You tried, didn't you? Tried what? Yeah. Tonight, Harvey, you can do as pleases, but as long as I'm around, drinks must be paid for. Bird. Hey, the cast is mine to handle. Got it? My apologies. Damn it. These bourgeoisie think everything belongs to them. No, I'm just trying to find somewhere to wash my fucking eraser. I'm not gonna pet it. Let's put the flute here. Miss Kate. Did you hear that, Ruth? Makes you feel like you're walking the streets of Berkeley Square. Get me a drink, Mr. Moore. Do me that favor. Do you know who the woman Kate was referring to is? I haven't the slightest idea. I'm not usually here at night. Guys. If it exists, we find it. Google. Oh, it's you. Welcome. Can I wash this? Sorry, Sarah, I can't get you information on that. God damn it. Okay, alright, where... We need to get in there, but where are we going to clean this thing? I think that's what we need to do. I thought maybe I could, like, wash it in a puddle or something. But I do not know. Can I bang it on the chalkboard to try and clean it? Oh, shit. I can't do that. That's a good idea. There may be a reason for it, but I can't quite see it. A bit of fuel. Though it doesn't show any signs of erosion. Managed to remove the rust from the copper wire thanks to the acid. Okay. I'll keep the empty flask. I may need it later. I won't put that in the flask. Okay. Trace of rust on the copper wire. A simple thick crystal flask. I can't even. I will discard that idea. All right, what are we doing with this? Has this guy said anything? What can I do with him? Always. You too. Okay, what are we doing? I need to. Those are all forward to that. Where do you think you're going? Sorry, I'm just trying to think. Okay. I don't know what to do. One round Jack, the invincible champion of champions. There's no match for him. We'll be facing challenger Walter Black. Venue. Check with your bet runner. I cannot see inside. They are dreadfully filthy inside and out. I don't know what to do. We're so close. We just need to find that one thing that we need to do. Am I combining stuff? Put that inside the flask. Martell Gin. I don't know. It must be one of those cheap drinks. My apologies. Next time you come to the Red Lion, I'll have a 27 Cockburn ready for you. Oh, I meant no offense. I'm sorry. Queen Victoria and her son, King Edward. God save the king. And the queen. Always taken away as much joy as she has given distress with her wars. Okay.